Pushing the buttons. All the buttons. Alright. And of course the furnace decides to kick on. Gotta start with first things first. Gotta start with the mail. I have no idea where they are. Or what they're doing, really. I actually, looking at how long the computer has been up, meant to restart before stream, but I was busy. Don't jump from 100 plus blocks. I think it's about 100 blocks in my first world. Hi, Turing. Nope. No. Off we go. Oh, since Christmas, I actually turned off the resource pack for the snacks. Seemed a little silly to me to keep running with it. Hey there, TLB. Everybody live all at once. Good job. I was thinking, before I build up the sidewalls to the nether fortress, especially the main building, I was thinking it'd probably be good to go ahead and try laying out some of the inner walls, because I'm thinking I want to have each level up be a little bit smaller than the one below. So there's exterior balconies and such. You know, more places for death. Also, I put my Santa hat away. Well, away being rather loosely used here. Let's see, but there. And last night I went and brewed up like 6 shulkers of night vision potions, because I find I've been using night vision a lot when I'm not down by the lava ocean. Let's see, this way. For a brief second there, I forgot where I was going. So in various places, including on Discord, people have been asking about music sources. I've been using... Originally, I had a few songs that I had purchased and downloaded with licenses for streaming and YouTube and played them locally. More recently, I've switched over to using Pretzel Rocks because that's what Impulse, Tango, Skiz, and a bunch of other people use. But there's also Epidemic Sounds, which is where a lot of people get their music from. And I know some people set up Spotify playlists with the music and let it play from there. There's a couple of other places you can get music from too. Machinima Sound. They also have some music. Stuff from Kevin MacLeod is usually pretty good too. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then I know people have used it before but have had trouble with it. Technically, Monster Cat is supposed to be like that too. Although I know even Hypno and Jevin have had trouble with them. So, off to work. In the nether. Oh, and whenever I'm working on my claim here and not on stream, whenever there's a guest, I've been sighing a lot because, well, I did choose to live inside a gas spawner. But I got the rest of the old fortress down all the way to the floor level. So, ow. Put that away. For the moment, I think I'm done with the digging part. So, I was thinking lay it out with some light blue wool. Also, we do need some bridges. Because we need a bridge from this building to that one over there, and then also a bridge to over there. Shouldn't be as much wool. Plus also, bridges from over there to over there. I'm thinking I want the bridge for this to be over here. Actually, let's do some slabs too, so that way, slightly less death. Regular stone. I don't think I'm gonna need that many slabs. Let's see, bridges first, then we do that. Hi bye. Okay. And since this is the stock room, basically, being able to get around everywhere is important. I think like right here, maybe for the tunnel, or the bridge to there. That may end up being a bridge with some rails on it. And then I was thinking this half, and then upstairs being a wall between the two, so you can't just go from one to the other. To make you go actually through the thing. And there's another ghast. What a shock. And then the hard one is going to be from that building to that building, because I don't know where it lines up. Looks like it's going to have to be towards this back wall. Can I get away with putting it over here? Yes, I can. Do I wave? I'm not sure on that one. I'll leave it. I don't know. That one does actually have that. Like so. And then the stairs go in here. Put some holes. I think for those doors, it's all going to be iron doors. Since technically these are staff doors. Do I? I do. Some trapdoors. Nope, not trapdoors. Regular doors. I don't have any buttons on hand, so... Oh yeah, you get a lot of buttons. I keep forgetting that part too. On ISV, you get more buttons than you normally would. I think I could still fit in there. Helps if you put the block back first. Gonna need a block to put the button on. Oh. Iron door technology has thwarted me. Don't have anything to put it on yet, but you know. There'll be an iron door there. Really? There. Might have just been standing too close. So, I don't think I'm going to be using iron doors for that, though. So I think wood doors would probably go better there. Oh. I don't think that'll blow up the door. Might blow up the wool, though. Buttons in there. All of that there. Let's just stick that in with a couple tips for now. Oh. I might want to put something on top of that too. Just so there's less death. Let's see. There maybe. Yes, I just picked up the block I broke. Or replaced the block I broke. I do that a lot. Maybe an opening there. Somewhere around there. Makes it harder to see what I'm working on. But if I don't, it'll be very unpleasant. I suppose I could replace that. I hear a guest. I don't see him, but I hear him. GG, I suppose. I don't think Bill Bro is a redstoner. Maybe have that be a corridor. Actually, I'm thinking about bringing it around to make it less of a straight shot. So maybe have a room that starts about here on this side. And then we cut across, I don't know, there. Is that effective winging everything all the time? Really? That's not where I wanted to place that. Opening for that room over there. And it kind of naturally flows to over there. Something maybe a wall starting there. That was fun this weekend. Eventually, it has to wind its way over to there, since that is where the door is. Maybe we have this room enter into that room. I got through way more wool than I thought I would. And slabs. This isn't going to end badly. More light blue. Fortunately, I believe it's too low for the wither skellies to spawn. But I do get regular skellies. And I believe magma cubes and zombified piglins and ghasts. Ow! I'm gonna want some openings into that room too. Or set of rooms. Maybe pull it back a little bit here. Rude! How rude. And so I need it to have big ribs there and then across. Because you get empty maps from cartographers. I believe they give you both a treasure map as well as the empty map. And I think some of them take it an empty map as well. Hi, random. Door there. Door goes there. Door goes there. Be cheeky, but the door over here. Yep. I thought it would be a good idea to plan out the interior walls before I build up to the ceiling for the first floor, because the way that I was thinking I would do it is each floor up, parts of it get smaller, and you need to have the floor below with all the walls in order to know where you can make it smaller and make it make some sense. Which means we'll actually want this to continue on all the way to over there. I don't know, right there. A hair strider. Really? Rude! Well, usually it's because it's a completely different color from what you're going to be doing. Sort of like how in tutorials Mumbo always uses different colored wool for the different parts of the redstone circuits to make it easier to identify it and go, oh, hey, okay, so this is where we need to go. Alright. Right. Right. I just happen to have tons of wool right now. If fire spread were on, I probably would want to use something besides wool. Because, yeah. There's a pie. Server restart in 30 minutes. So that part is in. Oh. Rude. That was so rude. Now, I know he broke some, but where was it? Ah, right there. You may have gone stale. Hmm. Over to there. And that forces the player around through all of that. Oh. I didn't make an opening out to there. Let's put it over here. On the plus side, my guest spawner seems to be working quite well. You need it. Okay. Your checking clerk. Ugh. Keeps breaking my stuff. Well, you're allowed 4, and I've been doing them one at a time without really having any kind of plan. But you're allowed to have 2 overworld claims currently. It was 1 when I started, but 2 now. And a nether claim and an end claim. And I basically never finish a project, so it fits perfectly. And then that'd basically be the lobby over here. For ease of access, I might put a lever. Especially if they broke my button. Rude. Thwarted by door technology again. Let's see for the moment. Put my stone away. Put things away. More buttons in there. I should have some. I had cobble from when I took it all the way back, didn't I? Well, I know how to get some. Actually, I need. Well, maybe not. Especially at that door. Since we are kind of the guy in charge, makes sense to have an easy access. For the moment, let me put those back. Brick. I don't remember how much of this I need, but... Hello? Thank you for the follow. Impaled by drowned. And she found her drowned. Found it.
Squirrel!
Poor Cap. Let's see, a slab. Slabby jabby. The bricks. Stick them on the wall over there. And eventually we'll be replacing all of that with, or putting a bunch of slabs down. Over there. Alright. Have a quick drink here. Alright. Yeah. We'll be wanting more levers for other parts like that. I think instead of going all the way around like I normally would, I think I'm just going to do one at a time. So that's 4. I think for this I'm going to do the one on top of the door too. That's 7. I still haven't redeemed my mod coins yet. That should be parallel with that. 50, 50, yep. Excellent. Thank you so much for that little bug there, Optifine. We totally didn't want to see those blocks anyways. And so that goes there. Just because of how massive this is. I really shouldn't have done it with that building either, but well, it's a little too late for it. Oh. And I think, can you do levers with that? Maybe. Maybe possibly. No. It's regular stone. Nope, not doesn't go in the empty shulkers. It's not a shulker. And I think it's time to start using the night viz potions. Which means my pockets are a little too full. Put some of that back. Part of me kind of wishes I had gone with mending on this bow. When I was doing a final tear out of the fortress, I was on one section, and I think I must have taken like a dozen night vision potions to just dig through that one part. At least. That's less than a desirable outcome there. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I didn't race that rocket, but well. Not like I don't have a farm for that. Night touring. Sleep well. No. Server restart in 5 minutes. Well, 15 right now, but it doesn't give a 15-minute warning. can't remember what day it was, but the other day we were talking about mistyping things in chat. Poor Mags. My take on that whole thing is, these things happen. I know I was the right person to accidentally teleport because mostly fire prot gear and an empty inventory. Because that means that I was able to pick up most of the other players' stuff. Because my pockets were empty at the time. Should be able to do a couple more segments here, and then we gotta go refill. Eventually I want to replace that with lava too. Tough ones are going to be things like that. That does reset the counter. I'm guessing Kep is out at her second claim, and her second claim doesn't function as a drone spawner. And I have no idea where it is. Oh. Help Sissy switch over to his block you. Oh. Oh, Enderman. I'm gonna put this back while I go refill. Refill. Come on, get that in the hole. Have another quick drink here, just because. About an hour in. The interesting thing is going to be doing the second floor, because I think what I'm going to do got him. Is go ahead and have the same stone slabs on top, just to make it a little easier to find. Because I think that'll help. So then I can go, oh, well, here's a natural point for it to go in a bit, because there's a wall there. Going for semi-realistic, not completely realistic, because, I mean, technically those pillars are not enough structure for what I'm putting in. Technically. Aha! Longer if you do the zombifying cure. Because then you gotta wait 5 minutes for them to cure. Yeah. I'm one of those people that probably could do a lot of those. Yay! Right. And then there's the stuff they do on this particular server to speed it up and work when they don't have an AI. Because normally, if you have a no AI villager, It you'll trade once and then it'll just sit there locked out forever. And I believe they did specify that it is faster than the vanilla mechanic. But they did it because server performance is important. The more people you have on a server, the more important it is to think about things like server performance. Not sure exactly. I think it's a plugin they use. If I have double chestable. Yeah, that will take a while. No matter how you did, that's going to take a while. No, I need to go back one more. I wasn't ready yet. If I had my sugarcane farm going full tilt and expanded, I could probably come up with that in a couple hours. Because originally I thought that it would be the creepers that would be the bottleneck, because I didn't think it would spawn as well as it does. And, yeah, the bottleneck is actually the paper. Right. Makes sense. Wait, if I did Eclipse, now we're ready for that. I think what I'm going to do is grab more of the regular cobbled deep slate and make slabs and put it under all the wool. Yeah. I don't know that I have enough stone, the deep slate brick. Oh, you need mass quantities of this resource. Oh, well, we'll get you settled. Don't worry about it. Put that in there. I'm not going to convert more just yet. Well, if they're items for a dungeon, probably not. It might be an item the player actually picks up, maybe? Because it's undead. Right. I mean, technically all three of us gave the right answer. Sorry, I had to mute. Heard somebody going by with the stereo cranked. But, yeah, you use instant damage to heal undead. Right. Right. That's what I was thinking they were going to do. Because I forgot to switch to the bricks. I might have enough to get done this side. Before we go down, let's go ahead and grab that. Oh. And a Mario star. And after we get back from the server restart, I'm thinking I'll grab some more night vision potions. I should be safe there. Should be being the operative thing here. Personally, I find it best if I'm going to stream to just stream whatever I would do if I wasn't streaming. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what? I think I will. Streaming voice chat too. Because I really meant to connect to that and I didn't. Oopsie. I've forgotten. Yeah. I clicked too quickly. I know though. I should have enough time to get done with this stretch. Every now and then I'll be first. Yeah. But the list is alphabetical, Bearded. Sorry, Teach. It's in alphabetical order. I think we're gonna need to make more bricks. Alphabetically speaking. Yeah. Guessed in the face. There's been a couple of times where I actually have the server to myself for a little bit. Not very long, usually no more than a couple of seconds, but... I have to go tunnel bore mining and collect the deep slate, of all things. Of all the things to need more of. Uh-huh. I've actually briefly been on the server and had the entire tab menu to myself. Briefly. But I think that depends on when you get on and when you're on. Could be. Go ahead and say hi to everybody. Ow. Rude. Ow. Downsides of living in a gas spawner. Ow! Rude! How rude. So, last night I had trouble sleeping, and so I ended up working on setting up my Discord server instead. Because these are the things we do when we can't sleep. I didn't feel like I had the concentration to be on the server. Oh, I also looked up shulker farms. Debating on whether or not I want to bother with one. I have the mod coins to get the shulkers, I just would need to build it. And if I do build one, it'll be at my end claim. I knew that because I went and got a stack of them. If I do go through with making this into a full-on minigame with hostels in it, the main thing is going to be the name tags, honestly. I was thinking it would be easiest to just do fortress mobs, since I can spawn them easily. Because fortress... yeah, I could do that. Probably go all the way around that section. My thinking is I could probably do all these because it's a pretty short distance. And this is as close to this edge as it gets. Oh no! That's the second time I've seen him do that since the stream started. I forget, from my dragon nest thing on my single player world, first world to the ground, I think is pretty close to 100 blocks. Yeah, you're probably not gonna survive that. I don't think that's enough though. Ew, what? Really? Rude. Yeah. Yep, because Minecraft is weird. Just like there's a specific height you can fall from in a boat and survive, but there's one specific distance that if you fall from that height, you die. Welcome back. On my first claim, there was one spot where it was giving me a lot of trouble because of the shape of the wall there. I did cover over the crevasse, and I had no idea what to put in that spot. Well, Bilbro has been offering to go around and build hobbit holes in people's bases. Yeah. Rude. Anyways, in the spot that they picked at my claim for their hobbit hole is the spot that I was having trouble with. So for me, it was perfect. Well, there's also, you can land on a slime block, and if you land in the middle, it'll be fine, but if you land like right on the edge of the block, you still take damage. It's very picky about that, or at least it used to be. Jeez, whiz. I can hit you. Well, there used to be a shop selling that. Anyone need mycelium? Right. There's a fair number of those too. Like over by my second overworld claim, there's actually a mushroom island there. Right, dug up everything. Fortunately, an ability to type and spell is not required to be on ISV. Because I think Kep would be the only one on the server. I am the reason you're out. Now remember, Orgo needed a bunch of quartz. I gave him the ore because that's what I had. 2 shulkers worth. And then I know Kep gave him like a bunch as well. Alternatively, they could go to the villager trading hall. I'm not sure how much you get out of what I've got left. I think it's like 15 stacks of quartz ore. Obviously, this isn't the full opening for the door, but that way I don't have to dig it out. I know, we'll do this thing. It shouldn't take more than 15-20 minutes. One eternity later. The garbage. A quick drink, because it's been more than 30 seconds since I last had one. Gonna need a little more. I think I've been starting at the far end from that. One of my things that I was thinking is to have the place the player actually goes in is on the top floor, not the bottom floor, and you have to work your way down. Kind of like Diablo or something like that. Ish. Same kind of concept, just done very differently because I'm not that skilled. I know this dungeon like the back of my hand. Hey, where'd that spot come from? Yes. I was doing some testing in my creative world, and it turns out zombified piglins and villagers get all buddy-buddy. They don't scare the villagers anymore. Because I was thinking about doing an iron farm out here, but use a couple of zombified piglins because use the one to scare the villagers, and the other to lure the iron golems since you can't use water. But the villagers aren't scared by them, so... I don't think that's going to be enough to do all of that. So... time to go get some more. Hey! Rude. Skelly. I believe the zombified ones are still considered part of the fortress mobs, and so that'd be why they can still spawn. I'm just gonna go ahead and make the whole box into the bricks. Just because we're gonna need it. I think this batch right here would be enough to finish it off, though. That part of it, anyways. So you get all the regular fortress mobs, skeletons, wither skeletons, blaze, and zombified piglins. And you also get more ghasts because Soul Sand Valley. I know every now and then Tango talks about something being too boring for stream, and then some of us who were there reminds him, we watched you fish for 3 hours. He thought it was going to be like a half hour, 45-minute stream, and he actually had to go for other reasons besides nobody being there. I think what I'm going to do... I've got too much of that. Okay. is we're going to be converting another box into slabs. I'm going to put that in there for the time being. And since you get 2 for 1, and then I think after I get these in, pull the wool up first. And then only pull the other slabs off when I get ready to put the stone bricks in. Banner that looks like grass and mycelium. I don't know about both, but there are banners that look like grass and banners that look like mycelium separately. I'm just going to head and do all of this because we're going to need it eventually. My pockets are full. Stick that there. Yeah, we're definitely going to be drinking another one of those. And this is just because otherwise there's a gap at the bottom. Yep. Okay, his stream it was I was watching the other day, and Chimkin was talking about doing holes in the nether. And I'm like, yeah, I was watching that stream as I'm playing here. Gee, I don't know anybody crazy enough to do something like that. Especially in a Soul Sand Valley with a nether fortress. I think they're spawning on the block with the door. I hate that flashing effect. I'm not sure any of the accessibility options actually do anything about it, though. So, for Christmas, I got some Christmas money, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it. It doesn't help when you're by the lava, but it really helps quite a bit when you're not next to the lava, because the lava is very bright, but when you're away from it, it is very dark. There's no skylights. It it doesn't necessarily show on stream. I can't judge because the brightness is really weird on my end. But I know that it can get really dark when you're in another on stream or in videos. And so it may help with that. But primarily, it helps me see. Pretty sure there's a block there. Alternatively, I could look into getting a full bright resource pack and just use that instead. It's complicated. And from a technical perspective, it is not things like YouTube darkening the video any. It's something to do with the average brightness and the chroma subsampling. Especially on YouTube, it's really bad because usually you're recording in 444 chroma subsampling, and YouTube wants 420. Which messes with it. But there's also some averaging going on, because there's a video a few years ago that Stress Monster did where she switched to moody and then back, and the brightness did not change at all when she moved the slider, which tells me there's doing some averaging. Nope. Didn't need to place one there. Boy. Pretty bad today. Then for something like this, you'd have a set of hostels here, and then even more hostels here, and then you get to there, and that's where the treasure goes. Looks like I got all of it. Just double checking because I have missed things before. They shouldn't be able to spawn there. And yet they do. think I'm gonna grab out another stack of torches of rockets. On the plus side, mining it up is pretty straightforward and easy. Yeah, I think I might place a rock light right there by the door. See if that helps. Probably not, but you know, might as well try. Have a quick drink again. Put that in my hotbar. Leather boots. Hey! You're not supposed to spawn there. Rude! No. I'd like to collect it if I can. Hi, Mel. Pick up all the... Working on my nether base. So what I'm doing for this is I'm making sure the interior walls are in before I do the ceiling for this level, because I want to have the next floor go in a few places, and then the floor above that go in a little bit more. But before I do that, I need to know where my walls are. I'm just picking up the wool right now. Yep. I could use another rack, but since I'm in nether, it kind of blends in, and so with my actual scaffolding, it's the same reason why in the overworld I don't use dirt. I know some people swear by using dirt, but I don't, just because is that part of the terrain, or is that actually stuff that I put down deliberately? Nope, not that way. That's not food, that's a potion. And for some projects, it's helpful to use different colors of wool for different things. Like here, I've got the walls planned out with the light blue wool, and then there's some bridges, and I've got those out of yellow wool, just to help distinguish them from each other. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. And I'm not super concerned about losing wool because it's not that expensive and I've got diamonds. Right. Neither have I. Same thing with my end claim as well. I'd never actually really built in the end before. Just made like an ender. Right. Not usually. It usually tends to be more of a, yeah, this looks like it'd be pretty cool. Or, in my first overworld claim, that mansion I built, that was literally me just placing blocks. There was zero plan involved. Right. It's one of those things where you just have to have an idea and then go with it. Someone... Yep. Someone went for a swim in the Happy Fun Sauce. Put that in there. And that's the brick. Mm-hmm. Happy Fun Sauce, as Tango calls it. Right. Even with another update, which did help somewhat. It's sort of like when they did the update Aquatic. That did help quite a bit, but it just... Once you get used to it, it's like, okay, so you've got added fish. Spicy butter. When people take it as a taxi, I've been saying that they're using the taxi with the heated seats. Right. It's sort of like the old thing about the Model T. You can get it in any color you want as long as it's black. Uh-huh. Yeah. The way the bounding boxes on nether fortresses work has changed over the years. There was a time where what is the bottom pillar here would spawn wither skellies at one point, but that's changed somewhere along the way. But here I don't think it really matters because there's parts of it that will spawn a wither skelly. So, anyways, with something I was talking about earlier about the Christmas money, I've been toying with the idea of getting a monitor, something higher resolution. But looking at my current hardware, it's like, yeah, you should probably upgrade your graphics card first. I can go a little more. Just, Raina. I'm nowhere near the Winter District. I mean, technically, I think the Winter District portal, Nether portal, is actually on the way to the spawn hub from here, but I'm not actually sure where it is. Think. I know the gaming district portal is off of this one. It might be off of the 500 south portal instead, tunnel. I could probably get that. Really? My nether claim is the only place where I run around with a totem in my hand. In the end, it doesn't matter, because if you fall into the void, the totem's not going to help you any. I have swift sneak boots. They don't really help that much with this. This specifically because I'm placing 3 at a time. If I was doing lots of bridging like at my end claim, I probably would put those pants on. But my pair of pants there actually has swift sneak on it. Although it did take a while for me to actually use Soul Speed 3. A little bit of night viz. But yeah, without night vision, this is what it looks like. It's fairly hard to see some of the stuff in the ceiling, and then that's with night vision. Actually, I'm going to swap that with the night vision. I'm also running around with a fire resist potion on my hotbar as well. Just in case. I hear gas, I don't see it. When I get to it, I was going to make the interior doorways a little prettier than just a 1x2. So I'm thinking I want to do some arched doorways. And then I was also thinking I would dress the outside up too. Because at the minute it's kind of a trio of boxes. Must looked at a parrot. I believe that's that one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. There's a lot of those. Some of them are pretty early game that I don't have. And yet somehow I'm almost at discover all biomes. 50 out of 52. Right. So, here's your netherite gear. Here's your wings. Welcome to the sea. Oh, really? Hold still, please. They never listen. Hmm? Hmm. Say hi to little bear. Piston and a button. I don't really do a redstone box, mostly because I either don't need enough components to bother with one, or if I'm doing a redstone project, I usually need so much redstone it won't fit in one box. Like if you're using the dispensers to do your guardian farm, that takes 2 shulker boxes by itself. Ah. They're expensive and I frequently need them in bulk. If I'm actually doing redstone. Aha. Nope, that was... wow. I appear to have run out of my supply of, bricks. Off to the tunnel bore mines with you, I suppose. Next person. Oh, get out of it. Oh, I know I can do that well too, huh? Quick drink. Part of me wants to build a stable for my strider too, but I actually can't find my carrot on a stick. Or not carrot on a stick, warped fungus. Right. Rest up. Hope you get warm. Ow. Rude. At some point, I suppose I should grab more carrots. I might not have enough blocks on hand to finish this part. Have a special secret advancement, gas jouster. You get it when you pass 1,000 ghasts killed, or something like that. Got a slap burst. I think that the arrow is just always on there and you don't get a choice. As far as I know, it's just if you're within the map, it's there. If you're not, it's not. From what I understand, the arrow is only there if you're in the area the map is of. Right, they make maps all the time, but you're not standing in the map either. Yeah, Axie has that problem too. Not if you're within the area of the map. As long as the copy, or as long as the one isn't in an item room somewhere. It's annoying, but that's the one part that stays. Right. Because that'll do it too. That could be two. What? Bugs in Minecraft? Perish the thought. What? Bugs in Minecraft? Yeah, we aren't supposed to look at them. I think it would have to be placed outside the area of the place that is mapped to not have that. Because it's a you are here indicator. So now somebody would probably say something about the mappers, but here's the thing: you're not standing in the map when you have the map. I I remember looking at my list of advancements and not seeing that one, and I'm like, really? Working with the honey blocks? And going up and down people's elevators? Eh. Ow. Need to pretend to be protective. Yep. Just don't get in trouble because of me. So you make the map. If you're inside the area that the map is mapping, it gives you the "you are here" indicator. And you want to go, but I know I'm here. I don't need that. So. Depending on the job, you might have even less to do than like, okay, I'll pretend to be protective. Yeah, as long as things are getting done, I don't think it really matters. So I had a dingus. Oh. Refill time. I'm gonna run out of cobbled deep slate. Ow. Ah. I think that is all a separate piece. And then there's also that. Well, looks like somebody needs to reboot Thunder. Have a mod or admin on and quickly give him a little smite, see if that helps. Polar bear said peace. If you were too powerful for it and decided that to not face you, your might. Another clerk. Do that. Uh-oh. Out of prisons. Alright, I'll hydrate IRL too. I can. I'm going to need to make another box. refill my potions. Need to refill my bricks. Uh-huh. Another 10 instead of 2. Okay. Pick that up, put it over there. I think I'm gonna grab some golden carrots too. Whilst I'm here. Uh-huh. Yeah, because then it makes them immune to burning. Alternatively, you can use a zombie spawner if you don't need one with a trident and just drown a zombie. If you're looking for tridents, they have to be naturally spawned, but if you're not, I mean, technically my first claim is in a river. But then again, I know Kip doesn't do technical stuff usually, so... Just as a general rule, she's probably not going to do that. Then you can do it anytime, day or night. In my single-player LP world, I actually have a zombie spawner that I'm using, not for XP, but for zombies. Because I needed a bunch for my iron farm, and I think there was something else somewhere else I needed one for. I'm gonna try and get these walls done here, but your pyramid is so dark it scares you. Ah. Yeah. It is now. A little. Right, because they won't track you up if it's daylight. If I remember right, even though wither skeletons, I don't know if this is still true, but wither skeletons will do the same thing. Because they're a child of the skeleton mob type, and regular skeletons do burn. So the wither skellies will also try to hide from the sun. Yeah. With the coral, I was watching this Olympics, and the thing with the dead coral specifically being able to be moved, Il Mango said that it's because it's a subset of type stone, and so to the game, it's a block of stone. Which is why you can push it with a piston. At least that's the way he explained it. My understanding of how he explained it. At one point, I was thinking about taking my upper zombie spawner in my first claim and doing zombie deliveries for people. Because for an iron farm, it really doesn't care where the zombie comes from. But because you can also drown them yourself, I mean, if you need drowned, drown a zombie. Oh. I'm getting more stone. Huh? Well, they're not that hard these days. I've done them back when you had to use doors. I've actually built the Iron Titan several times. And then I discovered resettable iron farms. I mean, at this point, you just need 3 villagers, 3 beds, and a zombie. It's my understanding the way that they spawn in Bedrock, it makes it really hard to catch them properly. Oh. I think that's where I'm at. Oh, I forgot to grab that. Ow. Not safe. Yeah, it would be easier on Java. You can do 7 villagers and 7 beds, I think it is. Or the one that's faster is to use a zombie to scare them. Yeah. There's a reason why people stuck a wall around it, around the Secret Santa stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Kick. B000100. Yes. But on a server like this, you really shouldn't. Pretty. Right. That should work. The biggest reason to not play with the chat off isn't just for that, but because if you're in game and not everybody has the ability to have Discord up simultaneously, it's so if the moderators need to send you a message, they can. If your chat is off, they can't say, "Hey, we need you to do this or that." It means they can't message you. that playing with sounds off is a completely different animal from playing with the chat off. Yeah. I can't either. But I know Kep usually plays with sounds turned off. And on that note of Kep playing with the sounds off, she's also well over 2,000 deaths. So, yeah. I've also had random blocks that appear from the roof of my end cat castle. Everybody talk all at once. I think that's everything. Unfortunately, when you switch to spec, you lose your night viz. I placed it down and it was gone. Yeah. It's weird. And it's random, too. Alright, over there. No. No, it wasn't my first death. It's like, I am not a raid mob. Nah, at that point, I'm pretty sure Cap had gotten me several times. Yeah, I died to you. I died to Kep a couple of times. But I didn't die to any of the raid mobs. In fact, I think I died previously that night to Kep. We were running around with Red X and Juji. Right. At one point, Kep ended up in a death loop with one until I went and distracted it. It's like, yeah, you need 2 players to do that. Yeah, before I started my end project, I went and bought a whole bunch of wings because, yeah, if you die from falling there, you might not get it back. Right, right. Right. I've lost a couple of pairs that way. A couple of pairs to that. I lost a pair to falling into the void. My most recent pair I lost. I was participating with Panda and Alien Dev, and we were doing some open air wither fighting for the Creators Challenge, and they evaporated. No, not there. Not there. Because I need to go to my office. And on a list of mobs I have never died to, I have never died to a phantom since they were introduced. My previous bow was Dragon Spit, but it got vaporized too. Most of it should be spawn proof, right? Spawn proof Gilly's base. Nah, from what I've heard, it's the opposite of spawn proof. Stream December 27. Got interior walls planned out for first floor of nether claim up walls to top of first floor. Didn't get to second floor. Get to placing second floor. Because I ran out of time. Yeah, it's one of the things with having the Creator's Den. One of the suggestions is to take a book and quill and keep a log of all of your streams on the server. I made mine volume 1 because I stream a lot, and it's pretty much always from ISV. And so this is volume 1, and I'm already almost out of pages. So, yeah. Got him. Yeah. People aren't spawn-proofing builds. Yeah. That's one of those things that can be really tricky to do. Let's not fall to our deaths here. That wouldn't be good. I think it's actually mentioned up in the book up here for when you pick an office. Here's one. Creator's Den. Creator's HQ is what they're calling it this season. Creator's Tower. 9 offices. They're either a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. 1 to 3 moss walls. Don't change concrete walls, floors, ceilings, windows, quartz. Like, if I were to try to do something with my floor, I'd be in Kep's office. Or if she tried to do something with her ceiling and took a block out, she'd be in my office. Place the access mouse in the closet at the end of the hall. Find the one you like. You put your name on the sign outside. Come back and claim your logbook. And on the balcony of the lobby, you'll find the archives, which has books for the recording, anvils to name it, 1 office per player, 5 entities per office, no modifying structure of the office. And don't alter somebody else's office. Don't alter any of the public spaces without talking to Judy, Hugh, or some other staff member. And it must be spawn-proof. You can't have an office with a friend or friends, but it'll count as every player's single office. Like, I know Frostfire Panda and Kate Pumpkin share an office. Theirs is on the 10th floor. And if you have any questions, you need to reach out. Yay, content! But basically, these are the books they're talking about. And I'm on the 2nd floor, so I took one from there for the logs. Not required, but encouraged. And as far as I know, I'm the only... From what I know, I'm the only one who does. But there might be somebody else who actually does that. Because I believe Kep actually forgot she even had an office until I reminded her a while back. And I actually suggested the theme that she went with. Actually, let's run back there real quick. But every office does have signs outside as well. Most of them say available. It's got the office number and the person's name on it if you've claimed it. Like mine says 210 and it has my username. And then several of these offices are available. It's something that's been going on ISV for a while, from my understanding. Creators Den for the people who actually make content, so we can all have an office together that Impulse can see on his tour. If he goes and tours that part of the server. Ow. Crunched knees are no fun. And unfortunately, it is also that time of the stream. So, let us see about doing a raid. Oh, I see our former ISV Chimkin is still alive, playing Minecraft. I believe he's playing with Dolly Whiskers on their server, and it's not necessarily family friendly, but I was watching him before my stream earlier, which is actually why I didn't get my computer restarted. Anyways, I will be back again tomorrow at the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern, till about 6. Because it's actually a little after 6 now. And thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.